Viewers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Gujarat Blitz has entered day 2 after a powerful day 1 that celebrated the success of Operation Sindoor and rolled out massive infrastructure and development projects. The focus now shifts to urban development, sustainability and public welfare, while the messaging continues to be on the valor of our forces and the way India put Pakistan on the mat with regards to Operation Sindoor. My colleagues are joining us live as we bring you latest pictures of the preparations on the ground. Hiten is with us. हितेन, आप जहां पे हैं, आप हमारे दर्शकों को लाइव बताइए कि प्रेपरेशंस के बारे में व्हाट आर करंटली अंडरवे और आज प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के सेकंड डे के एजेंडे पे क्या है।
बिल्कुल, देखिए, दो प्रोग्राम है प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी के आज गांधीनगर में है। अब से कुछ देर में राजभवन से जब वो रवाना होंगे तब सचिवालय गुजरात सेक्रेटरीट के गेट नंबर 5 से लेकर महात्मा मंदिर, जहां पर उन्हें संबोधित करना है, कार्यक्रम में शामिल होना है, वहां तक का एक भव्य रोड शो होगा। वो रोड शो की थीम भी ऑपरेशन सिंदूर सम्मान यात्रा के नाम पर ही रखी गई है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से जब 2 दिवसीय दौरे पर प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी गुजरात पहुंचे हुए हैं तो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर की सफलता को लेकर जगह जगह पर इस तरीके से उनका स्वागत किया जा रहा है। गांधीनगर में भी आज बड़ी संख्या में महिलाएं, बच्चे जो है सड़कों पर उतरेंगे। अब से कुछ देर बाद प्राइम मिनिस्टर भव्य रोड शो करते हुए महात्मा मंदिर पहुंचेंगे। जब महात्मा मंदिर पहुंचेंगे तो वो जो कार्यक्रम होगा वो बेहद खास होगा, गुजरात के नज़रिए से और देश के नज़रिए से भी बेहद खास होगा, क्योंकि जब वो मुख्यमंत्री थे तब उन्होंने इस कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत की थी। शहरी विकास वर्षगांठ की उन्होंने शुरुआत की थी। आज उसके पूरे 20 साल हो चुके हैं। जब 20 साल पहले यहाँ पर गुजरात में उस तरीके से डेवलपमेंट नहीं था, तब किस विचार के साथ उन्होंने उस विचारधारा को शुरू किया था, कैसे शहरी इलाकों का विकास किया है, उसको लेकर कहीं ना कहीं आज का वो संबोधन होगा। वो संबोधन भले ही गुजरात के लिए हो, लेकिन वो देश के उन राज्यों के लिए भी महत्वपूर्ण होगा।
और हितेन बने रहे हमारे साथ, बिकॉज टुडे द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, लाइक हितेन हैज बीन टेलिंग अस, विल बी इन गांधीनगर वेयर ही scheduled to launch the urban development year 2025, which marks 2 decades since Gujarat's ambitious shift towards structured urban growth that began when Prime Minister Narendra Modi was Chief Minister in the early 2000s. Now, let me go across to my colleague Mohit. Mohit, the central themes of the Prime Minister's Gujarat visit, extremely important and significant. Number one, the focus obviously is on the larger messaging of the success of Operation Sindoor, the way the valor of our forces is now being celebrated. And number two, the message that the Prime Minister sent from Bhuj to Pakistan. And number two, the focus is also on India's economic growth and India, how it is marching ahead on the path of development, with Gujarat being one of the cornerstones of India's development story. What more do we know about today's agenda when the Prime Minister is going to be in Gandhinagar?
Well, as you rightly pointed out, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Gujarat visit is also about the development push of Modi government. Now, projects worth rupees 80,000 crore will be inaugurated or be laid foundation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in these 2 days. Now, yesterday, various railway programs were being inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and today also there are various programs which will be inaugurated and laid foundation by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So, while on one hand, Prime Minister yesterday from Bhuj gave out a clear message to Pakistan that if you hit out at us, be ready for the consequences, and PM also gave out a message to people of Pakistan that you need to understand that you need to fight these terrorists. If you want to eat your food peacefully and quietly, then you need to attack, you need to raise questions on these terrorists. Otherwise, the bullets from India are ready to serve these terrorists. So while on one hand, this particular tour of Gujarat was about giving message to Pakistan that, and also how India has hit back at Pakistan through Operation Sindoor, and there was a sea of crowd with Tiranga waving at Prime Minister Narendra Modi's roadshow. But also it's about the development push that we are not like Pakistan. We are the 4th largest economy in the world. It's a massive achievement, and by 2027 we want to be the 3rd largest economy. And for that, the development push, the infrastructure push, the capital investment, railways, everything is required, and we are on the right trajectory. We are not Pakistan. Our economy is not suffering. Our economy is growing, and we do not beg for loans from Turkey, from IMF and from World Bank.
And Mohit, as we speak, we're getting live pictures of the preparations that are currently underway. Today, the focus will also be on the Sindoor Samman Yatra. Viewers, Prime Minister Modi will inaugurate and lay foundation stone for projects worth crores of rupees. These include urban infrastructure, healthcare facilities, drinking water supply, and also air quality improvement measures. The Prime Minister is also expected to launch the State Clean Air Program, which is a multi-sector initiative to reduce air pollution in cities. In another big push for affordable housing, the Prime Minister will hand over keys to 22,000 housing units under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. So the focus, like Mohit and my colleague Hiten, they've been pointing, has been one on Shaurya, that is celebrating the success of Operation Sindoor, and number two on development, Vikas, and the larger message we're sending out to the world that India is marching ahead unstoppably on the path of development and progress. Before that, let's also listen into what the Prime Minister said yesterday, a roaring speech from Bhuj in Gujarat.
पाकिस्तान को आतंक की बीमारी से मुक्त करने के लिए पाकिस्तान के अवाम को आगे आना होगा, पाकिस्तान के नौजवानों को आगे आना होगा। सुख चैन की जिंदगी जियो, रोटी खाओ, वरना मेरी गोली तो है ही।
And Mohit, this is a visit to Gujarat, a visit by the Prime Minister to his home state of Gujarat after the successful execution of Operation Sindoor. And yesterday, the message that the Prime Minister sent out possibly has made the leadership and the army establishment in Pakistan very, very queasy. We're seeing how they are rattled, and now once again they've started, giving out sham proposals and talks about peace. India's stand remains absolutely clear, isn't it?
Well, yes, India have clearly stated that terror and talks cannot go together. And now Prime Minister Narendra Modi has clearly stated that water and blood cannot flow together. And that is why Indus Water Treaty is kept on abeyance. Now, Pakistan wants talks with India. Pakistan wants to ensure that India reviews the decision of keeping IWT in abeyance. But that will not happen unless and until Pakistan acts on the breeding house of the terrorists that they are breeding in Pakistan. And this time around, India has given out a very strong message. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday, while speaking from Bhuj, and why Bhuj? Bhuj is an air base, it's a border area, and it was on the target of Pakistani army and the terrorists during Operation Sindoor and post that. So Prime Minister went to Adampur, Prime Minister went to Bikaner, which was also a border area, and then to Bhuj. So message is loud and clear from the Prime Minister,
yes,
that we are ready to serve justice to people of our country. We will hit out at the terrorists, but we will not let our economy to suffer. Because
and Mohit, yesterday in that symbolic moment, the Prime Minister also acknowledged the presence and met the family of Colonel Sofia Qureshi during the Sindoor Samman Yatra. That was a public roadshow that saluted the armed forces and their role in protecting the nation. Today, as Day 2 unfolds, the Prime Minister is expected to reinforce his message that Gujarat as a state is not just India's growth engine, but is also the symbol of courage, of modernity, and also national pride. Thank you so much, Mohit and Hiten, for joining us. We'll also shift our focus to the other big aspect of Operation Sindoor.